Hello everyone, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with another wonderful vid. And I've just started a trip down a very deep rabbit hole, unfortunately. What's wrong with this picture? You're like, picture? There's nothing wrong with this picture. Well, the problem is there's no audio, right? Even though the receiver is set to the correct input and all that stuff, we have no audio coming out of this thing. So, this has been an ongoing issue with this receiver in this particular setup. So I am going to try something pretty dramatic, and I'll explain why if I am successful. So, see you guys in a while. You know, guys, I really stand by the old saying, you truly haven't lived until you've sat on the floor messing with wires and receivers and all that. After moving things around for a couple hours, it is truly the greatest experience one can have in life. Alright guys, well, all of that work finally paid off. I'm going to go through a really quick breakdown of this wonderful setup here. Obviously, we're looking at a Sega Dreamcast here on the TV, hooked up through HDMI into that receiver through a pound video cable. And I actually had to I have so much stuff hooked up to this TV, I actually had to make a list of all the inputs and everything that's hooked up. So, on this one we have, this is on HDMI 1. Basically, I have 4 things running through this wonderful receiver here, running into the television through the receiver. And yeah, the first thing is the Sega Dreamcast. And the next item is going to be, let's go ahead and switch to that input on the receiver. This is the NES Classic Edition. And obviously we got sound. Yay, sound. Next item is going to be that is the SNES Classic Edition. This next item here, this is going to be this is actually the main attraction of my next video here. And I have to say, this case is really tough. It survived a fall from there to the concrete floor unscathed. So, pretty impressive. So, moving on. Oh, the receiver's still gonna... Yeah, let's switch that over to... There we go. Yeah, this is an OG Xbox. Ran, again, HDMI into the television through a pound cable. But I have audio return going from the TV back into the receiver so we can get audio for the Xbox as well. Moving on. We have the PC here. Let's see, let's get a little sample of... I actually have audio coming from 2 places, which I'll show off here in a minute. So let's move on from the PC here. Ugh. That's nothing. Actually, part of the audio is coming out of the speakers of the TV, and I have a set of speakers up here. Now, those are not high fidelity, but they put out a decent amount of sound, and much, much better, obviously, than the built-in speakers to the TV. That's actually those are the speakers I actually have wired into the receiver, so. And we're just kind of skipping ahead here. through some of the inputs on the TV, and here should be a something. Did it go to sleep on me? Ah, there we go. A PlayStation 2 of all things. Went away. Oh, there's a game in there. I didn't even realize. Let's see what game it is. So it's going. Okay, I have no idea what game this is. Whatever. Okay. And here's a Nintendo Wii. Pretty exciting stuff, guys. So that's essentially it for the stuff hooked up to this television. Obviously, we've got extensive hookups, couple hours of work, but it was all worth it in the end. Good stuff. So the rabbit hole does indeed go deep, but at least everything works. Hooray! So it will enable me to complete the next video. Anyway, see you guys next time. Hey, to everyone who's still watching, thanks so much. I want to kind of give you guys a special message here. Due to the nature of what I just did, I'm starting a GoFundMe campaign, Patreon, whatever. My goal is to raise $300,000 for audio equipment and other assorted things. Let me explain why. As you saw in the video, I had to move my receiver that was in here out there to use with my various gaming peripherals to make it all work. So, unfortunately, that means I don't have currently have an amplifier here for my main stereo, and I am going to be forced to use these headphones, these Audio-Technica ATH M50Xs. Now, I know that you guys probably won't be able to sleep at night knowing this. I'm sure it'll bother you immensely. But if you want, you can just give me some money. That will get me towards my goal of buying ludicrously expensive equipment to make up for it. So I would really appreciate that. I mean, these first world problems are immense that I'm facing right here. Also, I scratched up the volume knob, the volume and input selector on the receiver a bit when I was doing all the stuff because I had set it on the floor, and I scuffed it up some. And even though the unit is still 100% functional, that slight aesthetic degradation greatly offends my sensibilities, and I need at least $100,000 for that one. And lastly, you know, my setup, yes, it's technically complete, but it's not cleaned up. I still have to clean up the wires and everything. But, you know, I could do that myself, or I could hire the work out for about 50 grand maybe, and you know, take that. So any amount of money that you can give is greatly appreciated here. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Lastly, if you guys want to see a full setup of, quote, my retro gaming setup, let me know in the comments below. I'll do an actual proper video on it rather than just kind of this disjointed mess. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thanks so much. See you next time.